Welcome to Psychs World, Season 4, Episode 3. Thank you for listening. And let's get things started. How you been? How have things been going? Well, in some of the latest news, they said they were going to add Nicki Minaj to Call of Duty. I don't think anybody... I can't think of a single person that would actually enjoy that. And I don't even know how y'all would implement that. I was... Honestly, I was intrigued. But that's about it. The game is now uninstalled. Let's move forward. AEW Fight Forever is soon to get an update, surely because they are dropping a whole new mode for us, the Stadium Stampede match, which in concept seems like it could be something if done right. But let's be honest, Jim Cornette's never wrong. The match itself is just a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of overdone tropes, and something that could have been done by probably a party of 5-year-olds at a birthday. So, needless to say, the real match, it won't compare to what happens in the game. In the game, it'll be 30 different players, 30 different wrestlers, all right, competing in different ways. You'll be able to upgrade your character in certain ways, and by the end, there will be one wrestler, one player left standing, and that, you know, that's always the best type of thing. It's like free-for-all back in the day, because you know everything you do on these Call of Duty games now is not free-for-all. In other news, out in Salt Lake City, 50 Cent started his global Final Lap tour, and apparently it was a bang. Hopefully, and I think I only speak for myself here, it is his last go around, because honestly, I mean, like the greats, I'll be honest, Jay-Z was one of the greats back in the day, or T.I., or whoever you want to put on that list. These guys, they get stale real fast. They're not timeless. They're not timeless MCs, like, they're not real MCs. They're not timeless rappers such as, Black Thought. They're not timeless MCs such as, Ludacris, or Jadakiss, or, like B.O.B., or... there's a long list here. Kendrick Lamar. There are timeless MCs who are going to be timed. Tech Nine, Locksmith. There are MCs who are above and beyond. And, it's not just about their music. It's not subjective opinion, interpretation, or perception that matters when it comes to hip-hop. I can't stress that enough. Hip-hop is, it's centered and focused around like a very few things. There are 5 principles to hip-hop, and if you don't embody that, you're not making hip-hop. You're making some other trash or garbage. That's fine, but don't try to depict what you make as hip-hop just because you felt like you wanted to rap. It's just not how it works. Anyway, moving on. Next, in other news, thousands of people have been evacuated from homes and hotels on the Greek island of Rhodes after wildfires engulfed large parts of the island. Greece's fire service told the BBC it apologizes for what it called a mess on the island, warning that the situation was going to worsen due to weather. And more than 3,500 people have been evacuated by land and sea to safety. So, no injuries have been reported according to the Ministry of Climate Crisis and Civil Protection in Greece. Yeah, so things aren't much better in any other part of the world. And other news, 50 Cent, bringing him back up, is featured on a new album Nas dropped this midnight. Nas let only 2 guests on Magic 2, 50 Cent and 21 Savage. Yeah, not much to say about the second guy there. The invitation Nas extended to 50 was unexpected, considering the story of their long-lasted beef. I mean, nobody forgot about it. Of course, they squashed it on stage at Summer Jam in 2014, but since 2005, I think, when 50 aimed at Nas and his feelings on Piggy Bank in 2005, a lot of insults were traded on and off in wax, you could say. So, I got a statement here from, let's see, what site is this? From Premiere. From Premiere, it says Eminem News. I don't know what that is. Lately, 50 has changed his tune though. He compliments Nas on his skills and talents and says in interviews that Nas is one of the best rappers alive. Probably the best, but hey, I digress. In his recent interview with XXL, 50 talked about their upcoming joint, and how time has changed their relationship. Yeah, I don't do good when I'm trying to read stuff off to this microphone on the podcast, on the audio cast. Anyway, here's his comment. I'm going to read it back to you here. This is 50 Cent, and I quote, "We haven't worked together since Power of the Dollar. So it's cool to get in with him and do something like that. The relationship is different. We are in two different places right now. When I first was active, other niggas were like, yo, who's that? Like with How to Rob, the record. When I first came out, the energy was like, erg. I guess he's trying to say erg, I don't know. And he wanted just to see what I was, to see me around. He let me go on tour with him. Nature was there. Other people were on a bus in a slot. He let me come. He let me come because he wanted me to be there, to hang out." That was 50 Cent's quote in the interview talking about Nas. And of course it goes on to say more, but I mean, we're all excited when Nas drops any track. I mean, honestly, I can't think of any time that Nas has come out with something and then we weren't interested. I have to keep that 100%. In other news, MMA news, let's see, Mark Sucker Fucker, Dick Licking Bug Fucker, was caught, let's say, or seen, or recorded, whatever, sparring, if you will, with Israel Adesanya, the champion. Now, as a self-defense practitioner myself, for many years, jiu-jitsu, aikido, sambo, judo, Wing Chun as in the last 5 years, a lot of years of boxing and a little dash of taekwondo. I'm not great at taekwondo. I gotta tell you, sparring, whether it's wrestling, sparring is not easy, especially when you're going against somebody like Adesanya. And the fact that Mark, I don't even know, in the pictures and in video, you can see Israel Adesanya smiling. He's laughing it off because there's nothing that Mark has in the way of offense, really. I mean, he's not good. And he was attempting to apply a rear naked choke, which didn't go well for him, needless to say. Moving on from that, now we're going to a new segment here where I like to talk the numbers on the stations, on the channels, if you will, for Black Past and everything else. You know what I mean? Black Past Productions in District 9, as it were. So we're going to talk the gaming videos. The gaming videos the numbers are going up. It's 41, 21. I think 172 was the highest number we've been able to reach as of late. So we thank y'all for that. We want to thank y'all for listening. So let's go ahead and peep the numbers for the actual channel and see where they lie at. 10,886 views. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. We appreciate that. And then let's see. In the last week, we got about 560 views. And then it says here in okay, it says here in every video, most videos are viewed 5 minutes long, which is funny because most of the videos are not 5 minutes. So I think what it's saying is that would indicate that people are clicking on the videos once they've already seen them, so they exit the video when they come back, which is great. That's what's good for views. You gotta exit it and come back in order to get our views up, in case you are one of those obsessive compulsive people who thinks that you're doing us a favor by repeatedly clicking on one video over and over. I mean, thank you for listening and thank you for watching, but still, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. As someone once said, I can't remember who was that. In wrestling news, Matt Hardy had a total meltdown on Twitter. Let's see. Ricky Starks beat CM Punk by holding on to the ropes. That was very good booking. It was fantastic. It was phenomenal. And that ended the Owen Hart tournament, or a cup, or whatever they want to call it. You got a cup and a belt, a championship for winning. So that's great. Unless they redo it in a year or so, and then, you know, people should have to compete for the championship. Anyway, let's see. The Bloodline, Jey Uso declared tribal combat and said that it was the elders who okayed it. Alright, great. Love the Samoan Bloodline stuff. Fantastic. Most of it rings true. It's not just gimmick shit. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's nice. Obviously, the feud is scripted and fake. Because who could actually think that these guys really hate each other? None of us could. ROH just had their big Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view, which I don't really get because they had it a few months ago. So what is it, like Battle of the Belts? Is that what Death Before Dishonor is supposed to be? Because I thought like it was just like a, you know, pay-per-view that's supposed to be once a year like most of them. But clearly it's not. Clearly it's a thing that Tony Khan was looking to put on more than once. I don't know much about Ring of Honor's pay-per-views. I never got into those, just the online content and the shows that I was able to see on TV. Anyway, the point being, it was a great show. I think one of the people who always shines in ROH would be Claudio Castagnoli. Sorry, I get confused with his name because they like to change names and whatnot. And maybe just a little bit more sports news, the one you want to hear. NBA news. Ja Morant in trouble again after brother arrested over incident in Grizzly Star's home. NBA news says that the dust has barely settled on Ja Morant's second gun incident, the one that got him suspended for the first 25 games of the regular season. As if that wasn't enough, the Memphis Grizzlies superstar is now embroiled in yet another legal problem. This time around, his friend has been arrested for an incident that transpired inside Morant's home last year. Needless to say, I think it's just more media bullshit trying to focus in on a black man because they can't let a black man have anything if he's famous or he's got any kind of power or money, because that's what it is. Even if that man did do something wrong, all of this focus on it when there are so many other problems in the world, I think is utterly ridiculous. And honestly, that whole song, you know, it's a problem. It's not an issue when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it, you know, whatever it says. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Psych. This is Psych's World Audio Show, Season 4, Episode 3. I'd like to thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that noti bell, and hey, while you're at it, leave a comment. We like that. We plan on releasing more videos pertaining to anime, movies, and video games. We really want you guys to get into the whole world of District 9 and Psychs World. It's not just me. It's not just the few people in my group. It's the people that watch, that listen, that view, everything, that get us the views, if you will. So when I say like and share and subscribe and all of that, I need you to do that so I can give you the best content possible. Because without you, I don't really have any reason to do this, do I? And for all of my big YouTubers out there, those of us who like to hang out on YouTube, if you will, I have a replacement for Caleb City. Since he doesn't make videos as much or as often as he used to. Felonious Falafel. I'll say that again. Felonious Falafel. Everybody got that? Cool. Great. That's just me promoting somebody else. And check out some of True Purity BIH's videos, gaming videos. TruePurity BIH. He is on YouTube, he is on PlayStation, he is on Xbox, and you can catch him on there. Now, he's not the most skilled player you're ever gonna see, certainly not, but he will give you a good bit of entertainment if you seek that, if that is what you were trying to find. Furthermore, don't miss out on some of Saturn Baby's videos on Twitch, because I promise you there's never going to be a boring moment when you're watching that motherfucker right there play a single game. God damn it, you cocksucker, you're good at what you do. I'm kidding. He's not a cocksucker, he's my brother, Saturn Baby, True Purity BIH. Don't miss them and their content and what they're going to be dropping. Check out that channel I told you about, Felonious Falafel. It can replace everything from Caleb City to whoever you watch. And then there's the Ryan George videos, which never really get stale. And then check out that Big Daddy Leo on Facebook. Those videos will really get you cracked up. Anyway, it's been great speaking with you guys today. This has just been a little bit of my time I like to share with you, and I hope you catch our all of our projects, everything that we put out. And did you catch the last album that I put out? I mean, hopefully everybody caught the Dead Friends EP, because it was extremely important to me that every single one of you and all of my listeners caught that and heard it and did check it out. So do that if you have not yet. Check out Psychs World, all episodes. The first 5 episodes from the mini docu-series all the way to season 2 and 3, which are both out now, available for download and streaming. Also, if you haven't heard the album before Dead Friends EP, check out Lost in the Future album. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Psych. This has been Psychs World Audio Show. Like, share, subscribe, hit that noti bell. And hey, while you're at it, leave a comment. We like that.
Last year's wishes are this year's apologies. Every last time I come home, I take my last chance to